Hello, hello everybody. How are we all doing? Yeah, welcome everybody into the stream. Welcome to the channel. My name is Matt, aka This Dad's Platinum Journey. We're back again. We are back again with some more Final Fantasy XVI action. If you joined us last week, of course, you'd have seen the epic encounter that was Bahamut, or Bahamut, as they kind of call him in the game. And we kind of looked at the aftermath. We are kind of back at the Hideaway here. We're going to jump right back into the game as we get ourselves started here. I do want to just turn the game music down a little bit just because it's going to come down to that. So we'll just bring ourselves over. So we need to head over to Otto and get a bit of a feel as to what has happened here. Because we're going to get a bit of a lay of the land.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into
From our correspondent, I suppose. Right, but yeah, I hope we're all doing fantastically well. And it's a bank holiday weekend here in the UK as well, so hopefully you guys have got some really interesting plans up ahead. But let's carry on here, and let's grab Otto.
Otto, how fares the realm?
Let's check out the volume here slightly.
As long as you look past the fat storms out mother crystals and her skies are a roiling cesspit.
And Gav?
He's with your uncle in the free
So we have now freed
helping Mid with her
Ash
project.
full
Sent an owl
of
their way at the moment
the
the
mother
winds
crystals. They're
turn
all
foul.
gone now. It's
Still
only the
waiting
one
on
that
the
remains out in Storm, out in the Lude.
Good news.
And so that has had some
Well, that
ramifications
depends
on
on
the
your
world, and that's what we're
definition of
finding out
good.
right now.
All right, fine. What do you suggest we do?
Oh no, I'm just the messenger. I leave the scheming to those more suited to the task. Could be that Lady Vivian and Old Tomes have their own thoughts on the current state of things. Could be that they don't. It certainly can't hurt to ask.
I suppose not.
So I believe we've got 2 objective markers now, so we can either go to speak to Vivian or speak to Hippocrates. Let's speak to Vivian first. Hippocrates is always much more interesting to listen to. And no offense, Vivian.
How is it that every one of your little
She's quite
excursions
rude sometimes.
presages some inexplicable catastrophe? Not that you are to blame for the Dominion's fate. No one could have predicted the actions of the Crown Prince.
I'm sorry I couldn't save your home.
My countrymen are stronger than you think. A few toppled clock towers
Oh
won't
yeah, I
break
forget she's
their
from the
spirits.
twins, isn't she?
They'll be back on their feet in no time.
I hope so.
Well, we'll find out, won't
Look
we?
at us. Bluer than a pair of bog crabs. Tempting though it may be, sulking will not
I love
help us
how they
find
come up with these
solution to this
analogies
mess.
that are like monsters,
You
like
believe
in the
there's one to be
realms.
found?
I always find it fun.
I don't know. But I am certain we're more likely to find it if we first examine the facts.
Okay, so this is what's been taking place while we've come back.
Beneath these darkened skies, fear and confusion reign over Valisthea. Oh, the lands around the fallen mother crystals had already begun to wilt for want of ether. But not like this. Crystals that filled wells and fueled furnaces. Now nothing but pretty shards of rock. And those that hang from the people's necks cast nary a glimmer of light to keep the dark at bay. It is only a matter of time before the common folk convince themselves that the end of days is upon us. Yet I fear a swift end is more than we can hope for. While most of the world thirsts for ether, the remainder drowns in it, spawning Akashic in droves. And amidst the hordes of mindless beasts, with magics as like to fail as function, even the strongest nation would falter. Rosaria and the Iron Kingdom teeter on the brink of collapse, while the tragedy in Twinside has all but paralyzed the Holy Empire. Dalmekia fares little better. Rumor has it the ministers fled the capital after the fall of Drake's Fang, leaving their beloved republic to crumble. Waloed, meanwhile, moves in earnest. The Einherjar has been sighted off Storm. The world, in short, is in chaos. It
Uh-oh.
would seem our civilization was nothing but a castle of sand, to be washed away at the whim of the waves.
A castle of sand.
Not my best flourish, but it seemed fitting. The reports I've received are considerably more blunt in their appraisal. Without the protection of their nations, it will fall to the people to defend themselves against those who would take what is theirs.
Which is only ever going to end one way.
Defending a farmhouse against a band of chocobo thieves is one thing, but pitchforks and palisades will do little to stall an army's advance. Should the King of Waloed deign to invade, there would be none to stop him.
None but us.
None but us. Yep. So that's what it seems to be looking like, is Waloed is probably planning to make their move now that Ash is somewhat, yes, it's in chaos. You know, the people are going to be asking lots of questions. Ether floods spawned monsters all over the world.
Is a storm coming, Sid?
And it seems to be that the nation's leaders have somewhat abandoned their
Let me
lands
guess.
and their people.
You're here about the skies.
Is there anything you don't know, Lawsman?
It doesn't take a court astrologer to augur the obvious. As for what has disturbed the heavens, that, I believe, is a question the Fallen might be better placed to answer than I. And on the 6th day did the gods tear the sun from the firmament, visiting darkness upon their prideful sons and daughters. But I dare say you remember your childhood lessons on the sins of Zemeckis only too well.
You think they're connected? That Ultima was one of the gods responsible?
Well, he has certainly exhibited powers that we mortals would associate with the divine.
True.
There is nothing divine about him.
But he wouldn't be the first god of whom that could be said, now would he?
Exactly.
Yet for all the fairy tales that tell of the sins, there is almost nothing in the way of actual historical accounts. Had I the Journal of Moss the Chronicler, I may have been able to tell you more, but alas, I fear all remaining copies have been lost to time. You will
I feel like
forgive
as much
me,
as I
hope.
can remember, like Ultima is a
Certainly not.
god from a different continent,
there is
like
nothing to
in
forgive.
because there's more continents
without
on
this
this world
journal,
than
you
just the two
provided
that
us
we
ample
have the
wisdom.
game in. And I
And
feel like
will always be
Ultima,
grateful for it.
like we have the Great Grieger in terms of this continent,
Perhaps Otto will
kind
be
of
more inclined
worship.
to share his thoughts when he hears what the others had to say.
And I remember reading up that the reason why Barnabas is so connected is because his mother was part of the religion. Well, like kind of the cult and that sort of thing. She was part of it, and that's how kind of Barnabas, I suppose, really kind of gets too connected to Ultima himself. Right, let's see what Otto has to say again. And we have Jill here as well.
Clive, we have a problem.
Only one. That would be a first.
It would. Actually, there are 3. We had as many owls arrive while you were at the shelves. Martha's got Akashic out her gates, and talk of monsters roaming the hills outside of Northreach has put the wind up Isabel and her lot.
And don't forget Dalimil. Lubor says the village was raided by bandits.
When it rains...
It
It
fucking
pours.
pours. The curse breakers are spread thin, taking stock of the damage in the Dominion. And even if I could get word to all of them, I doubt they'd get here in time to make any real difference. Which means there's only 2 people who can.
Jill and I...
Let them know we're on our way.
Okay, so we have our missions here. So we have 3 locations that we need to go to. We need to go to all of them, of course. So let's not waste any time whatsoever. So we have Northreach, Martha's Rest, and Dalimil that we need to go to. I'm gonna make my way over to Northreach first, and then we'll come over to the west. Local map? Oh, it is inside here. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's head inside. And then we'll head down.
Isabel.
Heard a bloke saying he saw ghosts on the far side of the wall.
I saw
The
it
music
with
changes now when you go
Then we're
out and
next.
about. It's rather creepy when you're out in the world.
4 left for more on the captain's orders. God, let's help us.
I can't do it. I can't.
But you can. You must.
Okay, so. Oh, where is Isabel?
My lord, milady.
We received the dame's message. There have been sightings of strange creatures, I understand.
With the blue eyes. Yes.
Ooh,
Like Akashic, but different.
different.
They've taken so many. I've lost count.
Akashic, but different.
Uh-oh.
Ultima's thralls. And what of your mistress? Is she here?
Oh, no. She went to the garrison to ask what they were planning on doing about all this.
Then we'll look for her there.
Okay. I don't need to know that the quest is accepted. I'm already here. Okay. Let's visit the garrison.
We could leave.
Yeah, there's a lot more ominous presence about the world now as
The
you
two
travel around.
soldiers were carrying another. He didn't have any legs.
Oh, God. There she is.
Madame, please! Half the garrison's been slaughtered by those things. We lost the captain this very morning.
We've tried requesting reinforcements, but there's been no word from the capital or the Dominion in days. What more would you have us do?
I would have you do your duty. Those at the Vale look to me for protection. And protect them I shall. Because they are my charges, and that is my duty. In case you have forgotten, the people of this town are your charges. But more than that, they are your people. Your sisters, your brothers, your lovers. So you have a choice. Lay down your sword and watch as they are slaughtered, or take it up and do what is right.
She speaks the truth, you know. This here, it's all we have. It's all that's left.
What we have left is our lives. Do you really want us to lose them as well?
Not if we don't have to. Look, there's a cask under the captain's bunk. Let's talk about this over a drink, eh?
I'm listening.
Calm your nerves a little bit, my man. Yeah.
I'll have a word with him.
Mate, it's alright. Like, I'll just sort it myself.
Ah, Clive. I didn't expect help to arrive so quickly. And sought to take matters into my own hands.
It was a noble effort. But I thought you might still need some support.
How like you to consider my needs. What we need to consider
She feels so thirsty for
is
him.
where the creatures came from.
Like, there's no time for
The
this
way
now,
the
Isabel.
survivors speak of
We
them,
need to
one
crack
would think
on.
They appeared out of thin air.
Hmm.
And perhaps they did. It's hard to know what to believe these days.
Wow.
We'll talk to the survivors.
Let's go and have a chat. Okay, so there's a couple of people that we need to talk to.
You're a pikeman, yes? What happened?
I've got family in Moor. I heard the flood was spreading, so I went to see if they were all right. And a pack of them glowing things found me in the meadow. I ran for my life. I never did get to the village.
Leave that to us.
Uh-oh.
My family.
Right, over here.
I'm sorry, darling.
That thing,
Really am.
it took off the cap.
Did you see the creatures that attacked you?
Creatures? Yeah, they came out of nowhere. They went for Joseph first, then me, and then they were just gone.
Do you remember where you were?
On the road from Oriflamme. We just passed Moor when...
It's all right. Just rest now.
Uh-oh,
At least we
who's
have an
Joseph?
idea of where the thralls might be now. We should head for more.
Let's head for more, shall we? Can I get out this way? I'm pretty sure I can. It's so weird to look out, like you see the keep without the crystal, like behind it. You see all the blue just out with all the Akashic.
It was all they could do to escape.
Look at it.
They just left the bodies there in the flood.
So the floods have now kind of swept across the world here. And outspawn the monsters that they seek. And the weird thing is as well, is if humans breathe in like the ether, they turn into them as well. So if an ether flood springs, 4 gil. 4 gil. So into the ether flood we go, and I feel like this town is going to be done for. Yeah. I feel like they're going to appear before we get to the town.
Clive,
Here we go.
I see them. With me.
Akashic are relatively, like, you know, strong variants of monsters here, but hopefully won't be anything that we won't be able to. Hopefully with too much that we can't really deal with here. Surely they're going to say new enemies? Yeah, of course they are.
Save your strength.
We need to get rid of the spectres here. The spectres start coming in. They start casting protect. So I need to get rid of these guys first. Otherwise they're just going to start causing havoc. Now, is there any more? Do I have any more? Okay. Luckily, like, you know, get a couple of these off and you can kind of... it's not too bad. Luckily, they're not too challenging to get rid of these guys. Done? Is that it? Or is there more? Ah, there's more! We've got something that's going to be... oh, go away.
Nice try.
We've got something that's going to be a little more challenging for us to take down here. Lich by Exact.
Nice try.
Got to make sure we kind of get rid of the other... Come on, get that stagger going here. Hooray! Let's get the aerial blast working as well. That'll start chipping away a load of damage while we're doing this. Power drive. And then Flames of Rebirth. Oh, I've never done that. Giga Flare. There we go. Big damage. Think that is it. No idea what this move's going to be.
Nice try. Nice try.
unless I've got anything else that I can use. Hopefully this might take him down. I mean, there we go. Sweet. Woo! I wasn't expecting a lich to come out there. Alright, cool. Oh, so much experience. Right, we've got magic ash. There we go.
Do you think there are more?
There are always more. But I'd say we've done what we can for the time being.
Then we should let Isabel know.
There's that, but like, what's the town doing? Like, are we even going to look at more? So it's weird, obviously, like, because they're dominants, they can go into the Akashic areas, like with the Ether Floods, and be relatively fine.
You have the town's thanks.
Don't thank us yet. There will be more. Many more. And you'll need to be ready for them.
Oh, we shall. Isn't that right, Captain?
Yes, milady. The garrison will be ready.
Isn't
Felipe
that
has convinced
right?
most of the men to remain at their posts. For now, at least.
Hearing that the Dame would look kindly on any man who committed himself to the task certainly didn't hurt. It's not the most selfless of motives, I'll admit. But whatever it takes, eh? Now me, I never needed convincing. I became a soldier to protect the people I love. And the people I love include the ones standing before me.
Oh.
Handsome and chivalrous.
Now, if you don't mind, I have sentries to post. Milady.
Lest you wonder, I'm not foolish enough to believe that this has solved all of my problems. But it has solved one, and that's one fewer than I had this morning. Thank you again, Clive.
Feel like submission complete. Yep, cool. That's one down. And then we've got 2 more to go. Cool. Okay, that is North Reach. Finished up from there. So let's move on now over to Marvelous Rest. And we'll do this and then we'll head south afterwards. Let's find out what's been taking place here. It doesn't sound very good, do they? Yeah, the ominous music that kind of takes place is real creepy.
Martha, it's good to see you.
And you, Clive. Jill?
Otto said you'd been attacked by Akashic. What exactly happened here?
Those skies are what happened. Not long after they fell dark, we had our first visit. There were hundreds of them. Tried to storm the hill. Only a handful made it up here, but that was more than enough. The rest are still down there now. And while we have a few willing fighters holding them back, they're sorely outnumbered.
Uh-oh.
What do you think, Clive?
That we join the fight.
Well, yeah. What else do you think?
Never offer. Now, where I need you is the Fallen Gate. That's where the fighting is fiercest. Let the men know you've come to help. Something tells me they'll be pleased to see you.
We're on our way.
Okay. I think the Fallen Gate is down the...
Do you think there are as many as Martha says?
More.
More.
Oh, it's this way. Do I need to go... Oh, okay. Out down the bridge. I feel like this ends up being on multiple fronts.
Abandoned us, do you? Them not. Not a chance.
Get some barricades up. Well, they're not there right now.
Clive, wounded.
deal with the Akashic first.
Let's go. Let's get this AoE damage going off here first. Because then we can kind of pick them all off then afterwards, that way. Come on. Okay, where are we going? Bring you down. There we go. Hey, that was easy enough. I was expecting them to go, more enemies coming. But no. Fair dues.
These men don't have the look of hired swords.
If you've come to rob this place,
You are mistaken, my Lord Rosfield. We're here by Madame Martha's leave.
how do you know my name?
Forgive me, my lord. There wasn't time for introductions. We're with the Guardians of the Flame.
Wait, men. But how did you come to be here? Where is your commander?
Sir Wade left earlier with a scouting party to find out
Oh,
where the
that's
Akashic
right.
were coming
Yes,
from.
Wade's here as well.
Is he? Take your wounded back to the inn. Martha will see you're looked after. We'll join you anon.
Something tells me we're not done here.
And to think you took them for thieves. A fine reward for holding off the horde, that is.
When did Wade and his men arrive?
Not long after Rosalith fell, the Guardians asked me to shelter some of them that had lost their homes. They were making ready to leave just as the skies turned, and we agreed it was best we stuck together.
Martha! Trouble! The scouting party's almost at the lift, but they got a pack of Akashic snapping at their heels! And they got wounded with them! They're not gonna make it!
Damn it all.
We'll worry about them, Martha.
You look after everyone here. If
Yeah,
any can
let's
still
go.
fight, send them to the lift.
I will. You two be safe now.
Right. I knew we had to go down the lift at some point. I'm pretty sure we got to fight multiple fronts on this one. Right, let's go.
Mad dogs. A lot of them.
Mad dogs. Right. Down we go. Uh-oh.
Squire, I need you to get those who can still walk up the lift to Martha's. But what about... I didn't ask, Oscar. Sir.
Sir Wade!
Lord Rosfield. If you aren't a sight for sore eyes.
Martha seemed to think you might need some help. And by the looks of it...
We thought we could sneak by them. But we didn't know there would be so many. How could we have?
Oh, here we go.
Damn it! We need to get the injured to safety.
Do you think we can hold them off?
We can certainly try.
Yep. That's the attitude. We can
You with
certainly
us, Sir
try.
Wade?
Always.
Then let's do our duty.
I always love having like Sir Wade in the party. mainly just because obviously he's not a dominant, so like he doesn't have iconic powers. So bless him, like, you know, he has to just fight like a normal dude. He's taking care of that one. We need to start getting some stagger going on this guy. If we time it alright, we'll get a nice round the front, Hit his face. There we go. I missed that. Come on. Must be able to get a little bit more. Hey, there we go. Let's see if we can take this guy out. Again. Let's go for that. Starting to wonder if I need to tweak the volume down a little bit, actually, thinking about it. Let's go. That might be better. Oh. I want to try and get this guy down.
Nice try.
Come on, we just need you to go down. Oh, did I miss that? Come on, you're like got a sliver of health left.
Nice try.
Come on. Right, there we go. Right, you're down. Goodness me. Right, okay. Whew. There we go. Enemies are so spongy. There's so much health. Right, let's move on.
Is anyone hurt?
I don't think so.
Fine.
And yet again, you've pulled me from the flames. It's just a pity I keep walking into them.
You've never been one to shy away from danger, Sir Wade. Like any shield worthy of the name.
I see you're all in one piece.
Martha!
Is something wrong?
The lookout saw smoke coming from down Eastpool way. Too thick to be a hearth.
A second horde.
Feel like finishing the job?
Always.
Okay, so
Jill and
now
I
we've
will
got to go
make
up
for
towards
Eastpool.
Eastpool.
You'll need to move the injured without us.
Don't you worry about them.
The moment my men are safe, I'll follow. Good luck.
Uh-oh. I feel like I remember what happens to Eastpool. It's not great. about it. I'm wondering if I can fast travel. Is it I can fast travel? Oh no, it's just on the way to Eastpool. It's not actually in Eastpool. Okay, cool.
Mad dogs. The lot of
Am I just... Do I need to... top up
Anything
my
catch your
potions? Potions, if that's okay, good sir. I don't feel like I need anything that you're actually selling. That's fine.
There you go. Much obliged.
There we go. Let's grab some of them.
This man's gonna die if we don't get him to a healer.
But all our beds are taken.
Okay, we're gonna head down this way. Oh, here we go.
They're headed for the rest.
Not anymore.
We have to slow them down. Martha and the others won't be ready.
Oh, where did these come from? I feel like they're really hard to stagger and take down. See if we can try and take these guys out now. Shoot down. Come on. There we go.
Something's coming.
Uh-oh.
Apologies, my lord. Did I miss anything?
Only the first round to wait.
Hey.
Shall we?
Shall we? Now we get the little boss fight going on now. Let's get rid of the ads here. Let's get rid of these if I can. Got anything that I can use? Not really. Is there anything else? Try and see if we can get the stagger down for it.
Let's try.
It shouldn't be too far off now. Yeah. Could be a little way off getting some of these other moves off, but hopefully we should be able to get some decent damage going. I might have to use a limit break here. Trying to be a bad shout. I feel like we might be able to take this guy out with just this limit break, maybe. I feel like it's going to end. There we go. There we go. Whew. We get all this experience. Still haven't got a level up yet. Like 182,000. That's not even the biggest amount that I've had. Still haven't got a level up. So much experience.
Do you see any more?
No, shouldn't do.
I think that was the last of them.
But it won't be long before the next lot arrive.
Then we make for Martha's while we can.
What did you find out there?
Get some calming
the same
music.
As Sir Wade. Scores of Akashic.
Well, wherever they came from, they're gone now. Our lookouts say the lowlands are clear. Hopefully we'll have enough time to lick our wounds.
How many of your men were injured?
A damn sight less than if you hadn't turned up. Thank you.
It was a hard-fought victory. But as long as the skies remain dark, I fear the Akashic's numbers are only going to rise. It's not a matter of if the Horde will be back, but when. And whether that's sooner or later, we'll need to be ready. The inn here affords a good view of the land, and is easily defendable. I'd like to make this one of our outposts.
What do you say, Martha? You'd have more men to guard the rest.
Well, when you put it like that, of course they can stay.
Okay, so I believe that is Martha's Rest mission here completed. We get a little bit more experience. We're still getting there. Still getting there. We get a curiosity as well. That's cool.
My lord, there's someone I'd like you to meet. Oscar, over here. It is an honor to make your acquaintance, Lord Rossfield. I am Oscar. Oscar of House Murdoch.
Murdoch?
I
wasn't aware the Lord Commander had children.
Oh, he didn't. But his brother, my father, did. I am Sir Rodney's nephew. Well, go on then. It's not for me to ask him. Yes, Sir Wade. If it please you, my Lord Marquis, might you take me as your squire? I would learn the duties of a shield from the finest.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Oscar, but I am a shield no longer. Nor was I ever the finest. And spending time in the company of an outlaw hardly seems a fitting education for one aspiring to take his oaths.
My Aunt Hannah once told me that a man is not defined by his title, but what he does in its name. You have accomplished much since taking on the mantle of Cid, winning no little honor in so doing. And I would sooner serve under an honorable outlaw than an unworthy shield. Not that Sir Wade and the other Guardians are... I mean to say that, It's all right. We know what you mean. There is only so much the boy can learn from me, my lord.
But a squire...
Would that really be so bad? You were a squire once. And I'm certain Sir Rodney would approve.
Oh, throw the guilt trip on him.
Know that I'll show you as much leniency as your uncle showed me.
I would not have it any other way.
Okay. I do need to leave right now, so... Okay, so that is this section done. Let's head back to the world map here so we can go and travel down to Dalamil. And let's go see what's happening over here. Oh dear. Oh, here we go. Here's Lubor.
Cid! Oh, you're
new companion appears much more formidable than your uncle. Should I be worried?
Yes.
You haven't been introduced.
Jill, Clive has told me much about you.
All lies, I'm sure.
Your Stolas said that Dalamil has a bandit problem.
Indeed. Although, you're a little late. They left with our food and guild days ago.
Any idea where they went?
The desert's a big place. Your guess is as good as mine. But the fact is, I have more immediate concerns.
What did you say to me? What did you say?
Ah, as if by magic. Let's just say we've yet to reach a consensus about how to solve Dalamil's little problem. And at this rate, it won't be the actions of the bandits which prove to be our undoing. It will be our own. Now, I've tried reasoning with the dissenting parties, but even the Desert Hare has limits.
Perhaps we could talk to them.
What makes you think they'll listen to us?
What makes you think they won't?
She makes a fair point, Sid. And you won't have wasted much of your precious time if you fail. They're just across the courtyard.
Oh yeah, I remember, like, they got two arguing parties here as to what to
Suppose
do.
we just follow the shouting.
Yes. Let's have a conversation, shall we?
You wouldn't talk like that if it had been your men whose throats were slit. Blood for blood, it's the only way. We hire mercenaries and have them mount the bandits' heads on our walls as a lesson to the rest.
And what happens when those mercenaries are slaughtered like your men? Are you going to hire more? We're better off using that coin to buy food and supplies. If we hire mercenaries, the only thing we're buying is the bandit's ire. And you cannot fill empty bellies with that. Do you hear me?
But what happens when they come back? Maybe it'll be your throat that's slit.
That's enough. Both of you. Any more of this and I'll throw you out myself. Come back when you're ready to talk like adults.
I mean, at this rate, like, the mayor's will ask me to do it. I'll do it for some magic dash. It's kind of what I get from getting missions done throughout this game. They don't pay me in gil.
What's he doing here?
Sid. And Lady Jill. What brings you here?
I was about to ask you the same thing.
Costness is in chaos, and the markets have all but ceased to operate. The Briar's Kiss here in Dalamil is the only place I can reliably obtain supplies. I was here to do just that when Master Lubor told me of his troubles. He thought I might be able to talk some sense into these fools. But if you're here, I suppose his patience must be waning.
Who are those people?
Those were the thorns in Lubor's side. And the reason this place might be headed the same way as Costness. It's these accursed skies. The darkness is enough to drive a man to madness. Or an entire city, for that matter.
We're still working on the skies. But in the meantime, perhaps we can find a solution to Dalamil's problems.
I hope so. For all our sakes.
Okay, let's go back. Speak to Lubor.
So, you see my predicament?
What I saw was a room full of people who were angry and afraid. And with good reason by the sound of it. But if left to smolder, that anger and fear could set the entire town alight.
My thoughts exactly. What to do? Both sides wish to protect their homes and livelihoods, if only they could agree on how. But as long as they are divided, we are vulnerable.
And if there's one thing bandits like, it's an easy target.
What would Sid the Outlaw suggest?
Well, if it were my namesake. He'd let them choose for themselves, and be on hand to pick up the pieces when it all went wrong.
That sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A recipe for disaster is precisely what it is. But perhaps that realization would be enough to make them question the ingredients. While it's plain neither Conrad nor Natalie will countenance the other's proposal, it may still be possible to make them doubt their own. Before presenting them with a third option.
And that would be?
To pool our resources and save the city ourselves. Why fight each other
when all that fear and anger can be directed at the bandits?
It appears we have a plan of action. Victor, pay Conrad a visit. See if you can't convince him of his folly. I'll speak with Natalie.
As you wish.
What are we going to do?
Your faces are not well known in this town. That may prove useful. Don't worry, Victor and I will do most of the talking. You need only play along.
Play along?
What he means to say is yes.
Okay, so I believe we need to
picture it, Conrad. Your own city girl. Ah, here she is. The Lady of the Spear herself. Conrad, may I introduce you to Jane, commander of the Red Wings, the oldest mercenary guild in the Free Cities.
A pleasure, my lady.
Quite a little subtle reference to Final Fantasy IV there of the Red Wings.
As I told you, I summoned the commander here from Canberra to inquire about a contract.
Victor says you told him no. That there aren't any men left to hire. Is that true?
True as the crystals cracked. Nobles came and claimed every last one worth his salt. And not just from us Red Wings. You know of the 7 high houses. There must be 2 swords assigned each one. Granted, we have a few boys left. If it's boys you're looking for.
Well, Conrad, are you saying that Dalamel's finest cannot defend this town better than a gaggle of unblooded striplings? That a band of beardless youths could better avenge the deaths of your brave men than you yourselves?
Absolutely not. We'll show those bastards who they're dealing with.
There we go. That's him sorted out.
That actually worked.
Conrad's not what you called the brightest candle in the crypt. And there's a reason why I had you do the talking and not Sid. Well played, my lady.
Okay, so let's go and sort Lubor. I need to go back through. There we go.
My shop.
If I had my pickaxe, I would.
See it here. Oh yeah, there he is.
It may still be possible to buy something. Ah, here he is now. Natalie, allow me to introduce Lord Underhill of Randalar's prestigious League of Merchants.
Lord Underhill. At your service.
Underhill?
I was just telling the good lady of our conversation, my lord, and how you were lamenting the state of the capital's stores.
Lubor says that not only are the granaries almost empty, but that war and the Blight mean this season's harvest won't be enough to fill them for winter.
Indeed, certainly that is the case. The nobles in the capital are buying up the city's stocks of barley and wine, driving the prices higher than most commoners can afford. It is only a matter of time before the peasants revolt.
It is worse than I thought. If what Lord Underhill says is true, I fear we have little hope of supplementing our stores, meager though they regrettably are. And while I applaud your endeavors to dissuade our more bellicose citizens from seeking vengeance, I sense Conrad is not wrong in his assessment of the bandits' likely return. Which means that now, more than ever, we will need to secure what little we still have. Food, weapons, herbs, everything. If our humble town is to endure not only this hardship, but those that are certain to follow, we must stand united.
All right. If it will help to protect my home, I'll do it. But you needn't have gone through this charade.
And she saw right through that, I think.
Thank you, Clive. Your performance was nothing if not workmanlike.
She saw right through it.
I didn't say it was good. Merely that it produced the desired effect.
I didn't say it was good.
Now, my scouts should be returning shortly. Meet me back at the Briar's Kiss, and we shall see what we face.
I'm not convinced our roles in this ruse were entirely necessary.
I don't know. Conrad seemed quite taken with you.
Mummy, I'm scared.
Oh, I'm ruined.
Right.
Good news, Sid. Both Conrad and Natalie have somewhat gracefully accepted their new roles. With time, they may even learn to.
Time no longer appears to be the luxury it was before lunch.
I take it your scouts found the bandits.
Technically, it would be the bandits who found my scouts. It appears they march for Dalimil as we speak. All of them.
You're not serious.
They don't just want food, they want the whole damn town.
I have a favor to ask. I'm told the bandits march in two groups, one from the south and one from the desert, in a move doubtless intended to stretch our already gossamer-thin defenses.
Very well. Jill and I will meet those from the desert. But what of the rest?
The rest, my friend, the city shall fight. Together. The stakes, I concede, are high. But if this does not unite Dalimil, nothing will.
That is a lot of faith to put into those who had their hands around each other's throats but a moment ago.
Then it will be for us to see that their hands are kept occupied. And I do mean us.
I thought you might say that.
We'll hold them off for as long as we can.
And we will do the same.
Right, let's go. Here they come.
The women folk have come to.
Hey.
I'll take that one.
He's all yours.
Just want to try and see if I can send these guys flying around.
They mean to overwhelm us.
Right, I need to get rid of the these ones because they're going to start casting protect on them dudes. So don't really quite sure which ones we've got here. still have those ones that can cast protect? Are they down? Oh, come on.
Nice try.
Well, we've got our kind of boss a little bit down here. So. There we go. I want to get rid of this. We should just have the boss to do. So hopefully that should be just the one here. There we go. Right. Hopefully we can kind of sort this guy out pretty quickly. That'd be the plan. Love it. The enemy's called the Sultan. Hey, there we go. Whew. Hopefully they're coping well enough on the other side. I want to better get a nice little level up here. Just one. Just one.
The townspeople. Could they have held out?
Let's find out.
I don't hear any fighting. What do you think?
That we should hurry.
Sounds like they've sorted themselves out.
Natalie, I owe you an apology. You did well out there. The inn would have been lost had you not held the line.
Without you, there would have been no line to hold. You saved us, Conrad. You saved Dalimil.
We all saved Dalimil.
Conrad seems to have had a change of heart.
There we
I'd say
go.
they both have.
I take it from your presence that our visitors from the desert won't be joining us either. Pity.
The plan worked, Sid. Granted, it only took an army of bloodthirsty bandits at our gate.
Calm now, Victor. Why quibble over the details? We are united, and that is all that matters. As for you, Sid, you fight considerably better than you act.
I'll take that as a compliment.
The voice actor for Lubo is fantastic though. Like the inflections he puts on his voice are really great. Cool. Okay, not quite got the level up we wanted there. Sweet. That is the 3 completed though. We have done that.
Our friends seem to have things under control.
Yeah. Ah. Okay. Oh, okay. Quick complete. After completing the main objective of a quest, you be given the option to quick travel to the quest final destination. If you see a prompt in the lower right-hand corner of the screen, hold down the options button to immediately travel to the NPC, eagerly waiting your return. Of course, this option is not mandatory and you are free to ignore it. It can also be completely disabled via game settings. Cool.
Now at least. Let's go and put Otto's modem.
Okay. So I can just return back to Otto. Cool. Okay. Sweet. I remember that was being part of the update that happened with the Rising Tides DLC, that this was sort of put in place there. So that's cool. Alright. Let's go back to Otto then, shall we?
Was wondering when you turn up. Had owls from all our friends thanking you for your timely intervention. How is it you always manage to arrive at just the right moment?
Luck, I suppose.
Yeah.
Any word on the rest of the realm?
Let's see. Storm's still crying out for mother crystals. The nations are still in chaos. And the skies are still the colour of a kick in the kidneys 2 days on. So...
Right.
Kick in the
Clive,
kidneys is a
gonna
phrase, isn't it?
Well, not the bleeding skies part, but you take my point. Now's not the time to second guess yourself. Now's the time to visit the infirmary. Talia says your brother's awake.
Ooh.
Thank you, Otto.
So Joshua is now officially hooking up. I feel like we're going to get a bit of a lengthy cutscene here.
So it was not Sylvester, but Olivier who served as Ultima's puppet. And when Dion learned of this, he sought to slay the fiend.
That was
Only
seemingly
for
what
his
had
father
happened,
to take the
yes.
spear that would have freed him. Enough to drive a man to madness.
Small wonder he hasn't stirred. I would be afraid to wake.
Had I but reached out to him sooner, warned him of the threat Ultima posed.
You kind of did though, right? You had a conversation with him.
Empire and her prince lie broken.
Joshua, what do you know of Ultima?
Very little, I'm afraid. Despite my best efforts. 18 years ago, as I lay buried beneath the rubble of Phoenix Gate, 'twas not death who came for me, but another. And it was while in my rescuer's care, I first heard of Ultima. I've been chasing his shadow ever since. Ultima is driven by some deep, dark purpose, and for whatever reason, it would seem you are crucial to his designs. He will stop at nothing
it's
to have
the
you.
I suppose like the main
Even if
thing
that
about
means
the
toppling an
Ultima's
empire.
plans here is obviously he needs
Why me?
Clive to
possible use
gain
could I
all
be
of the
to such a
power that he
creature?
can in order to be able to capture it for himself. I suppose in a
That is
nutshell.
one of many answers that have eluded me. Yet, I am certain of this. It is not mere chance. You were chosen for a reason. All dominants carry within them the might of an icon.
Yeah, there's something quite specific about the
Nigh
Ifrit.
limitless power that is at once acutely limited. I wield fire, and only fire.
And I only ice. 8 wardens for 8 elements. But you, Clive.
You are different. You're special. Your abilities begin with the flames of Ifrit. But they do not end there. The fact Ifrit can even exist goes against everything we thought we knew of dominance. Perhaps Ultima has been waiting for one such as you, whose potential is truly limitless.
Yeah.
I've encountered
So
that
yeah,
thing
in a
several
nutshell, this is kind of it, where
it or
Clive's
he,
power
as
is
you
more
say,
limitless.
needs me,
The others are
why hasn't he
bound
claimed
to
to be
the
as he did the
elements, and
boy?
Clive can somehow consume others.
Were I to hazard a guess, I'd say the two of you are somehow incompatible. His mind not properly attuned to your body.
His mind.
Mind, awareness, spirit, call it what you wish. But I believe Ultima to be an embodiment of the concept. This is why I struggle and fail to contain him here inside me.
I'm sorry. inside you.
Yeah.
With every setting sun, I feel my strength wane. And though the Phoenix's flames
That was something that we
prison I
saw
have
back
made
in
for Ultima,
Sunbreak.
they do so at a cost.
When we took down the
must find a
first
means to bring an end to
Mother
him
Crystal with Sid.
before I meet my own.
What were you thinking?
Joshua imprisoned
It was that or let
a
him take
version, I
Clive.
believe, of
And
Ultima.
I've always had a soft spot for my brother.
But that doesn't mean you should sacrifice yourself to save me.
Joshua.
Clive, it's Gav.
Uh-oh.
There's an army of Akashic at the gates of Canver.
Well, off we go again then, I suppose. Although we're going to get a scene now back at Canva. No.
Well, what's the short of it?
Tyre told you. The capital of the Free Cities is under siege by an army of monstrosities. The city guard are doing their best to stem the tide, but numbers ain't on their side.
What of Lord Byron and Mid? Were they able to escape?
No, but they're all right for now. They're hiding with Gav at midship.
We have to get them out of there.
And we shall. Otto, prepare a Stolas. Tell Gav to stay exactly where he is.
Understood.
Vivian, what's the swiftest route to the Free Cities?
That sounds like a question for the map.
Oh,
Look
God,
here.
just tell me where to go.
This road, through Tabor, should provide the least trouble.
Good.
What a coincidence. Tabor is exactly where I'm bound.
Joshua, bed is where you should be bound.
You don't think I told him the exact same thing?
Were Tyre not such a talented healer, I would surely have been inclined to agree. But, thanks to her ministrations, I feel I may safely rejoin my attendant, who was to wait for me in Tabor if we became separated.
All right, we travel
Right.
together.
So we're travelling together.
If he stays close to me, he'll be fine.
Thank you, brother.
So my plan for today was to kind of play up to the point where we go. I feel like it's potentially in Canva. So I feel like there's going to be some side questing here, which is going to open up some items that we can be able to do here. I'm not going to be able to do these missions. That's not for today. I want to carry on the story, but yeah, we've got a few things that are kind of open about. I will check the forge and stuff though, just to make sure my equipment is up to scratch before we leave. I am going to do that. Let's just check for items here, 'cause I think
I wasn't expecting you back so soon.
that's a
Is
whisper
everything
here.
we've received and everything promised?
Ah, we've got some ability points. Cool.
All yours.
I need ability points. Yeah, I need those.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Thank you.
I pity those in the villages.
Yeah, so I'll do the side questing later. I'm not going to be doing it on stream. I don't really find it's anything that particularly people are going to want to sit through. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Let's see what Karen's got.
Clive. Go on then.
I don't think I've got anything that's worth there, nor there, nor here. I don't think I need anything with this. That's fine. Let's just double check. I don't think we're going to need anything of this stuff. I should pick this sort of stuff up, really. I've got loads of gil.
You'll not find a better price than that.
There's all these
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
bunch of songs.
You'll not find a better price than that.
Alright, cool. Have I got... Let's top up my potions.
It'd better all be here.
Oh, the last elixir. Wow. Upon KO, automatically restores all HP, fills limit gauge, and increases attack power by 10% and defense by 30% by 60 seconds. Wow. Okay. Cool. So you can just get that, and you can just get like an instant save. I like that.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Let's do that, shall we?
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
Yeah. I think that must be a new item that's been added in. I've never heard of the last elixir. Cool. Okay, so we definitely have this sword here that we can forge up, which is great.
If I do say so myself.
So we can increase our power there. Still can't do anything about the ultimate weapon yet. That's still... Yeah, still can't do anything about that. That's fine. Can I buy anything here to improve? No, don't think so. No, that's... Can't buy those yet. That's fine. I feel like they're like the sort of ultimate stuff that you're going to want to get hold of. No, I don't think that there's anything going to be... I'm going to be able to purchase to upgrade, I don't think. No, I don't think so. No, I think I'm pretty set. I don't know if there's anything here that I can do. No. No, it's fine.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. We've got an extra sword on there, which is great. I don't think there's anything else that I can really kind of look at here. I could go... There's some things to read, but I think we're okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's cool. So we have one destination that's opened up to us here. And we just head our way down here. By the way, once you kind of get through this cutscene, you should be able to freely travel anywhere you want to. I believe once you kind of do that, you should be able to go back and forward and stuff. It just wants you to progress the story somewhat. So yeah, I'm probably going to play for another sort of half an hour or so. So it should kind of get us through Tabor at least, I think. If I remember this place not being too bad. Because yeah, I don't particularly, I won't be able to have time obviously to do any of the canvas stuff, and I feel like that'd be a really good sort of set to stream for the next episode, so it'd be a good place to leave off there. So if we can get the travelling bit done,
if Candle was attacked, she
and get ourselves down there, we should be pretty good for next time.
Tabor isn't far. We should pick up the pace.
Yeah, we should. Can we run? Now we're gonna get some fights here.
To cross the ravine. Assuming they would allow it, the echoes have a will of their own.
That's right. Wow. These don't really take too much of a way of trying to... See? Come on. Cool. I feel like there is a way to kind of like be down there though. I think you can do that. You can kind of get about. But for now, I am just trying to sort of beeline my way around, so let's go.
This might take a while.
Stay down. Just while I've got a few people around me, let's go for a bit of a... bomb here. Oh my days. really want to get rid of it, so I just want you gone. Okay, cool. Sweet. Right, okay, this way.
Tell us about Yote, Joshua.
She's strong-willed, loyal, and deadly with a blade. Much like Clive, but with better manners.
Very funny. Okay. Go. We're getting there. We're nearly at the level up. We're nearly at a level up. We do have a side quest kind of making its weary head up towards us as well at one point. I feel like I remember it as well. It's a wounded soldier. I feel like it's inside here, then you have to do a fight. So we'll do this one while we're here.
You're injured.
It's a Dalmekian
What happened
soldier.
here? Where are your comrades?
Ether flood up ahead. It swallowed our camp while we slept. My own men did this. Turned every last one of them. There's a village not far from here. Tabor. The people were kind to us. It's only a matter of time before they...
Okay. No, these people need help. Alright. You can see it over there.
Rest well, son.
Okay. We'll quickly do this because there's an extra little fight here, so that's fine. We'll take these guys out. Bit of extra experience.
You said the encampment was close. Let's hope the Akashic are still there.
Another ether flood. They're everywhere now.
We can't go around it.
Then we'll just have to be careful.
I got here in time.
Let's see if we can try and take these guys out quickly. Try and get these sort of AoE attacks out here, just so we can kind of get some serious damage, and then we can. Goodness me. Come on. Might better take these guys out. Yeah. Haha. Gotcha. Is he going to go up to level up? Yes. There we go. Finally. Right.
Someone there! Please! I can't move my leg!
That doesn't sound like an Akashic.
Oh. He's around here. I figured there was someone that was still alive.
You're with the battalion?
I am. I heard the fighting. Are the others?
Taken care of. One of your brothers in arms told me what happened and asked for help.
Another survivor? Where is he? Tell me.
His wounds were too deep.
He was right to send you. Those things you slew are no longer my brother. Tabor is safe thanks to you. Here.
Oh, thank you. Thanks very much. I feel like at some point though he recognizes me and then he's going to say something.
You seem familiar.
Yeah.
Have we met?
You must have me confused with someone else.
Yeah.
Wait.
That scar.
That scar.
Son of a whore. You're Sid. I was there in Cosnes when you killed my brothers. I was there in Rosalith when you killed my commander.
My war with Hugo Kupka is over. I bear no ill will toward those who followed him.
And what of my ill will? Cow!
Accept the soldier's challenge? I don't know. You can barely stand.
When your wounds have healed and your head has cooled, come and find me if you must. Though I hazard your life would be better spent in service of those who need it. Or have you forgotten your oath to the Republic?
My oath? What would you know of oaths?
I know how hard
I feel like last time I chose the other option and just went and
which
like
is why I'm
killed
giving you
him.
the chance to keep yours.
Is he going to accept?
I won't be deceived.
You're going to fight me
Lord
anyway?
Kupka told us of your crimes. You are an outlaw. A murderer, not some
man. Like you or anyone else.
I am nothing like you. Just know that I...
Fine. I wonder if we will. Be interesting to note. Okay. We'll see what happens with that another time. Let's make the table though. Let's make our way inside here. Oh, what's this? Oh. Alright, fine. Come on. Cool. Right.
We're nearly there.
Have you been to
Okay.
Tabor before?
There are a few places I haven't.
Alright. I'm not going to say anything while we're going in here though, are they?
Where now, Joshua?
Okay,
There
here
is
we
a
go.
residence just inside the city gates. She awaits us within.
There we go. Right, I'm going to cue another cutscene here. Where we're going to be able to meet up with... with Jote? Yote? Hmm. We're expecting someone, Clive.
My Lord Marquis, it is an honor. I am Yote, Knight of the Undying, charged with the protection of His Grace Joshua Rosfield, Keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix.
Of course. It all makes sense now.
Would you care to elaborate?
The Undying are loyal servants to the ducal throne. Or more specifically, to its heir. They have served our family for generations, albeit from the shadows.
Since their inception, they have been tasked with the preservation and enactment of the rites of ancestral communion. After the events at Phoenix Gate, it was the Undying who delivered me to safety. And since the day I left Rosaria, Yotei has been my constant companion and protector. Without her sword, I would not have survived my journey across the realm.
Rise, Lady Yotei. You saved my brother. I owe you a debt I can never repay.
I but did my duty.
Come now. Tell us what you've discovered.
Your Grace. It is as you feared. The vessel we spied off the coast of the Crystalline Dominion on the night of her fall. It was the Einherjar. Beyond any doubt.
So Larud is on the move.
The Einherjar is the Royalists' flagship. What business would they have in the Dominion?
Upon learning of Walud's involvement in recent events at Drake's Fang, I sensed the malign influence of Ultima, and bid Yotei and the Undying look into the matter.
We have reason to believe that the Black Galleon weighed anchor shortly after the fighting began, and set a course due south.
For Canva. Then it is Waluda Knights who besiege the cities.
What is left of them? Yes. And the Black Galleon sails at but one man's behest. Barnabas Tharm.
Ooh. I feel like the camera's going to cut here now over to... I remember this scene. Very, very cool scene.
But are we truly safe here in the Agora?
The city guard have been paid, if that's what you're implying.
All the more reason for them to run.
Well, you are free to leave, Lord Minister.
Markets abandoned, warehouses aflame, blackened hulls choking every port in the capital. Canva is ruined.
The realm teeters on the brink of chaos, and all you can think about is commerce.
Forgive us. We were not aware Dhalmekia now subsisted on charity.
How dare you?
So they're going to get interrupted here. Oh.
Distinguished members of the council, you must forgive His Majesty this intrusion.
What is the meaning of this?
A trifle crowded, but I fear it will have to serve, my liege.
Very well.
My colleagues, do you not see? The king! He has come to save us from the Akashic.
The theme of this, though, the music is great. So cool.
He is a gift from the heavens, divine intervention, our very salvation.
And of course, if it is compensation he requires, we would be most willing to negotiate a fair price for services rendered.
Fools. Your ignorance unbecomes you.
Your Majesty, correct me if I'm wrong, but I would swear that the fiends washing the cobbles of Canva with the blood of her citizens wear the colors of Walud. Ah, so you do not deny it. Guards, fetter them and see our guests to the dungeons.
I mean, how do you think this is going to fare? One swipe, everyone dies.
Pathetic creatures.
He has the
But
sword
you should
that can
imagine
cut
yourselves
anything.
worthy of salvation.
Wow.
The girl is still here, somewhere in the city. Her consciousness fair dripping with her late father's hubris.
He talks of mid.
Consciousness to which Mythos is inextricably bound and inexorably drawn. See that he is made welcome.
Yes, Your Majesty.
It's such a great scene though, this one. It's
Come,
such a...
Mythos.
Even though it's such a simple thing, but it's such a display of like power from
Surely
Barnabas.
the prince's light cannot have sated you.
They kind of have to do something to try and like draw attention to it, because it hasn't really shown about, apart from the fight against Bahamut where he kind of falls into a stalemate. We don't really see much of him.
So then, how
So it's
long
good that they
has
actually
Waloed
get
been
around
under
to doing
Ultima's
that.
control?
How long indeed? Based on what we know of Barnabas's actions, I would guess some few years, mayhap more.
But to what end? What does Ultima want?
The tapestry. Show them.
So we get the famous tapestry that has been sort of shown a lot through the marketing of this game.
By the flames.
Phoenix Gate, Drake's Breath, and now here. But what is it?
It is old, ancient, even. Naught remains of the faith it represents, save what can be gleaned from the image itself. None could tell me what the one in the apothecary meant, even the Undying. But I believe it may be the key to discerning Ultima's purpose. That figure in the center, the one beneath whom the icons congregate, that I believe to be Ultima. He is a god, or at least godlike. His very existence beyond our ken. The icons, and by extension their dominance, are meant to be his subjects, and while some, like Barnabas, have accepted this role, others have rejected it. Like you, Clive, which is rather inconvenient, as it appears he needs you most of all. And gods don't like to be disobeyed.
No, they do not.
I don't suppose they do.
No.
Clive, may I tell Yote of the lake?
By all means.
I mean, while we're here, may as well.
Yote, I will be accompanying my brother to the Free Cities. Whilst we are afield, I would have you watch over those Clive has made his wards. Omielos delan tuisag ilith. Though well concealed, the Hideaway lacks trained fighters to defend its occupants should they be discovered.
But it is my duty to...
As it has ever been my brother's duty, remember.
Yeah, we can protect him now.
If that is your wish, Your Grace. But please be safe. If aught were to befall you,
You have my word.
Never really wonder, like, if there's any kind of, like, anything going on between these two. Whether she has actually fallen in love with him.
farewell, my lord, my lady.
We are in your debt, Yote.
Okay. Now, there's a couple, again, side quest missions that are going to pop up here. One of them's a puzzle. It took me a while to do the first time around. We're not going to be doing any of that sort of stuff. I'm trying to think how far more we've got left to travel before we kind of hit
Let's
up towards
find our
Canva.
friends.
Let's go. But it's a very massive significance, like, between the tapestry itself, though. Okay.
It's plain she cares for you very deeply.
And I her, which is why I had to let her go.
Do I need any potions? I don't think I need any potions.
Here,
I'll just check.
Take a look at my wares.
No, I don't need to look. I'll just buy a potion.
A fine choice.
Cool. Just to make sure we're nicely topped up for the journey ahead. I feel like another member of the Undying is going to meet us here. It's like you can't walk 2 meters in this place without getting a cutscene. It's alright.
Cyril.
I feel like any time someone turns up, like Clive is just like,
Well,
oh, man,
Your
get the sword
Grace,
out.
my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins.
So he's chronicling a lot of the stuff that's been going on. I feel like that's important when it comes to the ending of the game, which I don't really want to spoil anything towards, but I feel like it's an important note.
Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
Sure.
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you.
So they now serve for us, and so he
accept this
might very well be documenting what we do. Step the Phoenix down.
For as long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you, if there is nothing further.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
I never really understood kind of like the whole mechanic of like the seal that you get. Other than it's just a key item. I never really know what it massively does.
Cyril seemed very... You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Very, strange.
The free city's under siege.
Whereabouts am I going here? Okay, this way. Cool. So yeah, this way round. So, I believe that once we kind of get to the end of this, it's going to send us kind of back to the map and then going into Canva. What have we got here? Right, gather round, gather round, gather round. Yes. Please just die. There we go. Although I believe we're probably going to get a situation of more enemies approaching, perhaps. Stay down. Nope. Okay, cool. That's it for us. Now, if this is a potion, I might be able to save a bit of health here. Nah. Potion. Nah. Oh, we got more of them. Hello. What is going on there? to be able to try and get rid of whoever's like doing projectiles, really, but. Stay down. Oh, it's this dude. Hopefully we might be able to try and get the rest of these guys down. Hey, there we go. Woof. Wow. Potion?
Clive. Smoke.
Oh, no.
Is the city fallen?
I don't think so. Okay, so here we go. Up into Canva. Maybe, though.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
Okay, so this is going to be the end of the section here. And obviously the next part is going to be quite a lengthy section in Canva. There's a couple of boss sort of areas that we're going to be looking at. So that is going to be our destination here. What I'm going to be doing now, though, is I'm actually going to head back to the Hideaway where we're going to sort of save up and close out here. So that is what we're going to do. Right. We'll have a little look. Can I do anything with the abilities? I've got a few thousand points to kind of spend up here. So there's quite enough to kind of go through. I'll do that one later. Let's start learning some of this stuff here as well. I think that's probably going to be enough. Yeah. We're getting there. We're getting there. Gotta master this one, and then at least those will all be done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 will be complete. I've just got 1, 2, 3 of those to finish up there. Yeah, there's obviously the trophy for learning all abilities or mastering all abilities is one that sadly eludes me at the moment. I'm hoping I might be able to finish it by the time we kind of get round to closing out the game here. We've got new quests available through the reports. Okay, cool. So let's head over to the system here. Let's pop a little save. We'll do that. Overwrite. Yeah. I was like to save it multiple times. Wonderful. Okay, I think that is going to do it for this session here today. So we're going to head over to the main screen here. Yep. So yeah, thanks very much everybody, of course, for joining us today for the stream. Obviously, I noticed a few people kind of like lurking in chat there. Always appreciate people dropping by. Even if you're not chatting, it's always nice that you guys go ahead and do that. But yeah, thanks everybody, of course, for joining us. We're going to be joining us next week, where we're going to be taking into Canva. My plan, hopefully, I'm playing so much Rebirth at the moment as well, so I'm kind of sort of knee deep in kind of working through a bunch of that. I will try and clear up a lot of the side quest stuff, maybe if I can kind of get around to that one evening. I better try and do a lot of that before next time. That might give us another extra level up before we go into there. But yeah, don't forget to join us. Obviously, if you haven't already, do check us out over on Twitter or X. I am at @thisplatinum. You can obviously check us out when I'm going to be going live over there. You'll get a notification. Of course, do like the video, share around if you can. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already as well, guys. So make sure you're kind of hooked up and ready to go for next time. All right. But yeah, have yourself a wonderful rest of your weekend. And I will see everybody real soon. Take care, everyone. Keep hunting those trophies. Goodbye.